Hello and welcome. Mike Gillespie, SalesMax, podcast number 14, International Mobile Studio in Roma, Italia. This is Mike. Just wanted to share a quick story about my vacation here in Europe. First of all, hi, salut, alo, hola, and ciao. That's hello in the countries that I'm visiting. A few months ago, my wife and my daughter decided we're going to take a European vacation, and we're not going to do a tour. It's not going to be a formal kind of thing. We're just going to go and kind of hopscotch around Europe at our own pace and kind of have our own agenda. And what I'd like to do is talk a little bit about that and why it's important. Well, the subject today is basically having fun. When you work hard and you work smart and you get results, you have to have balance in your life and your professional career. So I always suggest to have fun. Taking a great vacation with the family is certainly great fun. I suggest for all of you to do it. Well, we decided to do this European vacation, which is great. Kind of harkens back to the movie European Vacation with Chevy Chase, one of my favorites. And, it's not that bad, but it's not that far off either. But anyway, when you take these things, you want to meet new friends, you want to be able to communicate, you want to be able to take in all this historical data. So the first topic I want to talk about today is number one is the vacation, all right? If you work hard, you work smart, you deserve it. You owe it to yourself, to your partner, to your family, to your friends. It's going to provide you much needed mental space. It's going to give you balance, both personally, professionally. And you know what? It should be relaxing. It shouldn't be a regimented thing where you've got to go at this time to this place, you've got to go here, you've got to do that. Enjoy yourself. Soak it in. Clear that mental space. It should be fun. It should be casual. And it should be interconnected with family, friends, and most importantly, new friends that you haven't met yet, because there's a lot of fun stuff out there. So again, when you work hard, you work smart, you get results, you need to have fun, take a vacation. You need the balance and have some fun. Increase your mental capacity, clear the deck, if you will, of all the stuff out there that's floating around, and get some space. You'll be the better for it. So we talked about the vacation. Now I'm going to specifically talk about the European vacation, because we've taken a lot of vacations. We've been very fortunate in my job to take me around the world, and we really haven't spent a whole lot of time in Europe. In fact, I heard some things that weren't so flattering about Europe, and the good news is we've had a terrific time. So we started in Dublin, Ireland, okay? The people there are unbelievable, happy, nice, fun. I didn't really know it, how modern it was. It's the Silicon Valley, if you will, of Europe. So very highly educated people, very fun people, great pubs, just a great way to start the vacation. We spent a few days there. We went on to Paris, and in Paris, it was chic. There's cafes, unbelievable restaurants, very diverse, very big Middle Eastern population there. The women's U.S. soccer happened to be playing there, so we ran into a lot of Americans and soccer fans, so it was really kind of cool. The people were very quiet, they were stoic, but they were very nice and much more polite than what I was led to believe from people that had been there prior to me and told me about it. But nothing like it, the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, the art, the fashion, the food, just a terrific time. So from Paris, onward to Barcelona. Paella, the beach, music, dancing. The Spanish people are full of life. They're happy, they're funny. The weather's perfect, 85 degrees, like 15% humidity. Just a terrific time. My sons, because we did take the family vacation, I took my 27-year-old daughter, my 25 and 23-year-old sons, and my 16-year-old daughter. My sons, internal wholesalers at Pacer Financial in Malvern, Pennsylvania, had to fly back to get to work, to make the money. So they left us, and onward to Italy with my wife, my two daughters, and my 27-year-old daughter's boyfriend, Pat. So we went to Italy, and that's where we are right now, and we've still got a few days to go. So we've been in Rome the whole time, and what a fabulous place. Just aesthetically beautiful buildings, art, food, pasta, pizza, cafes with coffee, the hustle, the bustle, the traffic. You know, it's hot, but it's such a cool city. We're a couple blocks from the Vatican. Yesterday we went to the Colosseum and I found out some really cool things that I had no idea about. So Hollywood kind of gives you one idea, but it's completely different. Just a beautiful city. So we've talked about the European vacation. There's no strangers here, it's just friends that we really, quite frankly, haven't met yet. And that's really all of Europe. I've been very pleasantly surprised. What I want to talk about, we talked about vacation, why take it. We talked about a European vacation specifically. Now what I'd like to do is share a story or an idea about some folks that I met in a cafe in Barcelona. There was two people, they were very pleasant Americans, and they were on a cruise and they were spending an additional night before they went back to the States in Barcelona. So we got to talking, we were having a Guinness of all things, if you can believe that. And we talked a little bit about them. They were from Las Vegas. He was born in Scranton, Pennsylvania. That's where my parents were born and raised. Really nice guy, just a friendly guy, engineer by trade. And she was a dentist, and she had her own practice back in Vegas. And he was in his probably mid to late 70s, and she was in her early 60s. Wonderful couple. They seemed very happy together. And we started talking, and they asked me what I did. And I said, well, I'm sort of kind of in the investment business for the last 35 years. And of course, when you're in our business, people always want to know, well, what should I be doing? What should I be buying? Because that's their mental capacity to understand investing. You know, they're very good at engineering, they're very good at dentistry. But when it comes to investing, as is 99% of the American public, they don't have a clue. And it's funny because what they think, because they are highly educated people, they think that because they've been able to pick stocks well and ETFs well over the last 10 years, that they're, as he turned to his wife, he goes, you know, those annuity things, I hate them. And I said, oh, so you probably watch CNBC and you see Ken Fisher talk about the fact that he hates annuities and they're a ripoff and that sort of thing. I said, could you tell me a little bit about them? Not a clue. Not a clue. Could they tell you? So it's just kind of funny because wherever you go in the world, you have people and you have language barriers. And when I'm on all these different countries, I know a few buzzwords. I know how to say hello. I know how to say goodbye. And I can get myself through the countries, okay? That's how 99% of Americans are when it comes to investing. They know about stocks and bonds, and maybe ETFs, and maybe some other stuff. And they think that's the whole investing universe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not. In fact, if you have an advisor that has a CFP, an advisor that understands, you need some income producing real estate. You need some other assets. You need insurance. You need all kinds of different things that most advisors are not educated on or compensated for. So you need to really get with somebody that's going to look at your total picture so they can give you a holistic update as to where you need. Do you have disability insurance? Do you have life insurance? Do you have term? Do you have universal? Do you have real estate interest outside of your own home? Do you have other things that when the market goes down, like annuities or guaranteed income, do you have those things to help protect you and give you that money that you're going to need in retirement? So we talked a little bit about all these different things, and we talked that investing in a lot of ways is a lot like a language, and a language that unfortunately most people don't understand or comprehend. And you know what? They shouldn't, because it's a very complex and complicated thing. And if you do the right thing for your customer and make sure that they have all their bases covered with insurance and investments and other things that are non-correlated to the markets, you can do a much, much better job for them. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Vacation, European vacation. And when you go places and you meet new people, that, you know, it's interesting because they don't always have the breadth of knowledge that they think. And I feel unfortunate because when I was talking to this wonderful couple in Barcelona, and I was talking to this 77-year-old man and his 62-year-old wife, she was terrified about the fact that they were 100% invested in stocks and ETFs. And he was 100% confident that he could continue what he did over the last 10 years in a straight-up bull market. So it's just kind of interesting, and I'm not going to make a commentary on it other than the fact that people need help. It's a foreign language to many. And for those of us that are in a position to be able to help these people comfortably retire and remain comfortably in retirement, it's a big world out there, and there's a lot of work that we need to do. So what I'd like you to do, number one, is I'd like you to have some fun. Take a vacation, take a family vacation. If you can afford it and plan for it, maybe a European vacation. Because what it's going to do, it's going to calm the mental storm that goes along with our business and working. And it just kind of gives you that balance that you need in your life. So remember, work hard, work smart, get results, but have fun and clear that mental space with the vacation. It'll make you more productive. It'll make you a better person, a better worker, a better human being. With that, have fun with your family and friends. Relax. Just do it when you can't get to it. So lastly, Slan, au revoir, adios, and arrivederci from Italia.